Morning, everybody, and once again, welcome back in today's class. Today, we're in the day number 30, 1 month completed. So, yesterday we discussed about the different domains available in the CSDM. We see that what is build, design, and planning, ideation, technical. Then we saw sale and consume, and at the bottom we saw the foundation one. Okay. Today we are going to move forward and we are going to be discuss that how these are related with each other. So if you remember that I said in the CSDM, there are some founding principles. And one principle was relationship. So CSDM says that you need to be use the CSDM tables in a proper relationship what I am giving to you. Okay, don't build or don't create relationship by your own. What I will give it to you, you can use it, or you should, or you must use it if you want to actually utilize the CHM fully. Okay, so if you see here, 5 domains and different tables. Idea to item, they are linked with each other. No parent-child relationship. I'm saying relationship type. I'm not saying that what is relationship way. That's the next part we're going to be discuss. Where business capability and business application have a consumed by relationship. Business capability consumed by business application means if I have a capability of Java, I have a capability of ServiceNow, I have a capability of SAP, I have a capability of Salesforce, then the software which I'm building, that is consuming the capability. And this capability use the information object to pass the information, servers, databases, attributes. Whereas SDLC contains and contained by this application, your software contain a lifecycle. And your application service on which you're going to be raise an incident or change or problem, which is now service instance, is also contain lifecycle. It is not consuming, it is containing. And this thing. So if you say business service provides business capability, yes, definitely. To run a business service, the training is a business service. I have a trainer's capability. So I'm providing that. So if you see, arrow is going like this, provides. Where your business offering, business service, and service portfolio are related with each other, but as a references only. So in the next slide, we will see that how we are going to be create these records. Are these 3 different table or are it is only one table? How this work? Technical service refer to the portfolio. That to training as a portfolio, I am referring my technical services. In the background, I have a Java, I have a Sorry, I have a deployment, I have a hosting service, I have a maintenance services, where offering contained dynamic group, contained by, means if you run the dynamic group, it's contained, it's get the information of these things only. If you remember, we have CMDB query builder where we put the specific relationship, and service offering installed code application, so technical services which do this installation part, and this run on CIs, your infra. Whereas your business offering also depend on network, on your infra. This training as a service, but it is depend on laptop, on Teams, on network, on router or IP. So this is kind of a overall picture that how this table related with each other. And this is the another founding principle, which I again repeating, that this is given by ServiceNow to use standard relationships. In these sections, in the bottom, you will see that to work on this area, what tools or what product we need to be used of the ServiceNow. If you're selling to this part, if you're doing the service consumption, this one, what we need ServiceNow's request management, that is your catalogs, right? Yeah. We do, or we use ServiceNow catalog management to track your portfolio. ServiceNow say use the digital portfolio management. I installed this plugin yesterday. You use a service portfolio management. Use a CSM, customer service management, because here, let me bring that one down. Here we have a CSM, because I'm not only doing the business B2C, I'm doing B2B, B2C, or any B2 model. So I need to be use CSM, customer service management, and then ITSM change and said we are going to be use it. But if you're working on this domain, you can use CMDB workspace. How to get the data, govern, manage, which we discussed. We can use the service builder to create these services. We can use CSDM menu, event management, AI of service mapping, because here the relationship exists. Infra relationship. All discoveries are here. If you want to work on this SDLC part, we need to be use the DevOps workspace. So bottom is telling that which tool we need to be used to support these areas. This cases was not available till 4.0. Till 4.0, I or we have to be struggling. Okay, which tool I need to be used for which domain? But here, ServiceNow giving the clear picture. If you want to work on the design, your enterprise architecture workspace. Let me log in now in my PDI.
I have a question
Go
before
ahead,
we move
please.
there. If we can just
Mhm.
go back to the slider there.
Go ahead. Yep.
Right. Now, when you see on the design and integrate the link between application service, business application as SDLC component,
Mhm.
right? Now, how do we read this, which says contains colon colon contained by? What does that mean? Does it mean SDLC component contains business application or contained by, how do we
So
read this?
this before colon is a parent, this is a child.
Parent and child. Okay.
Yes. Means SDLC contains and applic- application services contained by SDLC. I'll show you one more thing here. This one. यहाँ पे आपको चीज क्लियर होगी कि what type of relationship it is, one to one or one to many. So let me bring this up. इसको एक और स्टेप लेके जाते हैं. हाँ, ये देखो इसमें क्या है, SDLC and application service. SDLC and application service. Same, but it says ये parent है, ये child है. Means to develop an application service, you need a life cycle. Correct?
Yes.
So this particular component contains a kind of instructions or the steps, and this contained by using this particular part. Whereas if you see, business application contains and this become a child now. क्योंकि ये लॉजिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन है, राइट? ये सॉफ्टवेयर है आपका, बट दिस इज योर लॉजिकल रिप्रेजेंटेशन. मतलब दिस इज मेनली एनवायरमेंटल वाइज, इट्स डेव टेस्ट और क्यू है, बट दिस इज योर कंप्लीट प्लेटफॉर्म है. So this is parent become, this is child now.
Are
And if it's
these standard relationships that are defined
exactly,
here, or
yes,
these can
no,
change as well
no,
according to.
no, can तो है ही नहीं यहाँ पर,
Okay, so
can
these
नहीं
are
है.
standard, right? Okay.
Exactly. That is, I'm repeating that word. This is one of the founding principle of CSDM. ये these was the issues earlier when people say how to be used this particular concept. ये देखो, as main approach, because people are using their own way to build a relationship. Then ServiceNow say no. You need to be use a standard conventions, standard relationships. Because for you and me, it is just a concept. But think for the people who are developing this. They're doing a research and then they're defining, okay, this relationship should be there. So there is no question of the can. It is must. That आपको ऐसा ही use करना है.
And are these the only relationships available, or there are many as well?
There are be many,
Okay,
but
these are one of them. Okay.
these are only applicable for the CSDM components. Relationship तो बहुत है. If you remember that in the CI CMDB relationship, we'd see a lot of relationship suggested थे और जो it's like accepted one थे वैसे उन्होंने show किया. That is counting in the hundreds. But for us, we're using only this thing.
What?
So we should. Hmm,
Sorry, if you can just go back again, please.
sorry.
Yeah, on this slide. Okay, now the one which is one, two, three, four, fifth. The fifth business application which shows, multiple arrows there. What does
Hmm,
that mean?
this is here. Entity relationship. This is an entity has relationship with the business processes. What is my business application? Let me come back here.
What do we mean by entity here?
Entity, I can say, kind of a process, kind of a record. Entity basically, if we create these type of diagrams, entity is called like a any person, place, or the process is called entity here. So if you see business application here, let me show you this thing. Uh, so if you see here, this is my business application. This business application, okay, this is my business application incident management. Now this application has a business processes where this can be implemented. So it has entity relationship here. This one. Business application referred the business processes. For incident, there can be different. For change, there can be different. From problem, there can be different business processes. Same thing it is showing here.
How are we defining, probably if we are doing a process,
Mhm,
for example, an ITL process, right? For incident or a
mhm.
change process, do we still call it as a business process?
We call this as the business processes, right? In the CSDM domain.
Okay.
So now you can see this application has one process called incident management. And we are using incident management tool or the module in ServiceNow, that is application service. And your business process, if you see, your business process does not exist here. It is in the foundation data. ये रहा यहाँ पे. यहाँ पे नहीं है वो. It's a foundation data. Because do any kind of a business, any kind of a process, any kind of uh, model you build, but what is the process says at that bottom level? I want to build a CSDM for making a tea. That is my business process. So according to that, I will make my relation. I will make my uh, records. इसीलिए it is in the bottom, in the foundation, not here. So either you pick up any of the case to build the CHM, you need a business process on the place. Onboarding, offboarding, business change, incident problem, request knowledge, security, SecOps, risk compliance, which business process you want to be work. I'll make the model for the same. This is not going to be changed. but this will be redefined based on your business process, what you want to be implement. So there is a type of implementation as well in the CSDM. That Atul, how to be implement the CSDM? Let me show you one more slide here. क्या ये था, ये देखो ये रहा. Either you can go for outcome centric, either you can go domain centric, or either you can go the stepwise. My change management is very bad. Let's take this as the domain and work it. So that is my domain centric. I still remember when I was working for this my client British Telecom, approximately 3 years back. So we are working the CSDM for them only for the change management, and that is only for the application type, application changes. So we build a model only for application changes domain only, application specific changes only. We pick up that domain and we build a model around that one. That which application, which business service, which capability should be mapped to build this one. And that is only for one application service we are doing, not 100, because they have a lot of application services. We pick up only one application service and build the model around that, because they are doing 90% changes only for that application service.
So that was basically domain centric.
Domain centric.
Okay. Stepwise would be generic, right? When we do a foundation crawl work.
It's a standard approach recommended by ServiceNow. So we'll come on this paragraph, but to come to your point, it is not that we are going to be implement everything in a one go. We have a business process on the place, and it is in the foundation, not as a part of any of the domain. Clear now?
Yeah, better. Thanks.
Good. So this is the boxes giving me the specification.
Wonderful.
Good plus good.
Yes. What is the difference between the business capability and business process? For example, if for the SAP, maybe in any
Mhm.
organization, SAP will come under the supply chain management because it is there. And services like maybe the SAP might be used for some of the organization major process like some business services. What is the difference between the capability and the business? Like how we defined, like how we
Capability
can, yeah.
capability is your model to execute that part, where business process is a step-by-step organization. Business processes are your operational level. What is the business process of incident management? It includes incident type, incident life cycle, escalation, service desk. This is your business process. If someone raises incident, how to be tackled that? That is your business process. But to execute that, we have a model. We have a L1, L2, L3, L4. This is a set of people who are L1 support guy. This is L2 specifically database level L2. This is L3 only for the server L3 level. So that is your model. How you're going to be execute that. In the business process, what we're going to be use that. understand to make a difference, consider business capability as your COEs. And business process is your what you want to be do.
So as
Clear?
per,
Good. Mm.
the question here by Bhuvaneshwari, possibly
Mhm.
can we say that, I have a business capability, for example, now, let's say we are into energy distribution, right?
Mhm.
Electricity energy distribution. Will that be the business capability, or do we have something inside now, which would be the business capability inside?
Business capability is your internal part. Your energy distribution is your portfolio.
Yeah, correct. Okay, portfolio. Okay.
Correct? That is your portfolio. See, if I put a question to you, do you know that if your network is not working on the mobile phone, you log a case to Vodafone or the Airtel, how they're working in the background? We have no idea, right? The ultimate what we want that issue should be resolved. Might be they have a specific capability people or they have a specific COE that if network issue come and specifically on the iPhone 17 Pro Max phone, then this team need to be handled that. The process is still same. For the fixing this issue, the process is still same that a customer need to be raise a case need to be defined, trials, assigned to right team. That is a business process. But to work on that business process, we have a specific set of people that is called my capability. L4 iPhone 17 Pro Max capability, guys. I'm again repeating these four sections, one, two, three, and four, never displayed to the customer or the user. He, if you are telling your technology to your user means the customer who's using these services, then you're not a good person to operate a business. End user, customer, consumer never ever know that what you're doing or what mechanism you're using in the background. For you, it's a portfolio. For customer, it's a portfolio. Yes. What you want to buy, it's a business service offering catalogs. But why you want to tell to customer that I have a capability as well in the background? You want work, I will do for you. So energy distribution is your portfolio, but in the energy distribution, if I need or I stuck that X tower is not giving the energy to the Y tower, and that is only for a specific router. For that, I have a specific capability available here with me. So that is your capability. It's a model, execution model, basically, how a business will be executing that.
Now I have
Yeah.
a question, right?
Good,
Now
good, good.
with this tables, for example, I have any application service, or let's say, probably a service instance, for example, right? Let's not go into application service. I have an application instance which is probably having three instances of, each one prod and two the sub level. Now, will all these table definitions would be required for that particular service instance, for
नहीं
example?
नहीं मैंने I said yesterday or before as well, this कहाँ गए अपना? This is a idle use case. This is that situation when world is all fully automated, you're fully matured. It is not necessary that when implementing CSDM, you need to include everything. No. Okay, I have an idea, but I don't, or I have a agile, but I don't have idea. Put leave it, no problem. If anybody has any, drop me an email. I will take care of that idea. So sometimes small companies say, no, I don't have any capability. I just have a business application. I don't want to be created unnecessary record. But ServiceNow recommend that yet you should use these two at least. So I'm giving the same example. When I was working for that customer, so we're using only business service, business application, and technical services. That's all. 4 components we're using. Nothing much, no capabilities, no information, but nothing we're using at point of time. No dynamics here, nothing. So it is
Because the
totally
business
depend
capability, to like if we are proposing to the client who doesn't know what is a business capability. So
capability.
business
Yes,
services we can define like yeah, the so and so services, business services are providing by the application. But business capability, how we can explain to them in a simplest form to get the value. Mm.
yep,
Okay, I was, possibly looking at one of the, what we spoke about the BT case, right?
mhm,
Atul,
mhm.
the day before yesterday, I was trying to build something around as a CSDM mapping there, right? For
Okay,
BT broadband as such. So what I
ठीक है,
came across was the business capability can be your consumer connectivity as such,
हो सकता
right?
है.
Right? It can be. Business application there can be your broadband provisioning engine or such,
Mhm.
right? Then on the portfolio part, it can be BT consumer, it can be retail consumer, it can be broadband consumer, sorry, corporate
Critical
consumer as.
offerings.
But then BT, can we say it as broadband connectivity as the portfolio? Maybe.
Connectivity as a portfolio, नहीं. Broadband as a portfolio, under that connectivity can be a category.
Okay.
क्योंकि if it's selling a broadband, definitely you're selling a connectivity, right? ये तो नहीं भाई just you take it and keep it at your home. So if you see that broadband is my portfolio, under that I can have a connectivity, and then I can again give offering connectivity at home, connectivity at corporate level, connectivity at business level. That can be my offerings. If you want to under divide, further divide retail or dealer. Offering है मेरी, right? Now it can be at corporate level, it can be at home level, it can be at business level, or you want to divide on the top level. But retail है या फिर dealer है. Retail only applicable, or retail service offering only applicable for the home. But dealer applicability is available for the corporate or the business. So your I can visualize your chart now. Might be if you can send this in the group, and everybody need to be sent this now. It's already 2 days already done now, so that we can evaluate, we can think that what other person has built up. And one more request: don't try to build too many service offerings. Just take one or two service offering, one maximum one portfolio. If you put more in the portfolio, you get more confused to build up that part. क्योंकि for every portfolio there can be different capabilities. ठीक है? So go only step one step max, not more than that, I will say. So we shall send your part look good to me, but need to be visualize it.
Yeah, I need to still, put it under, probably this view.
Format.
I have, yeah, I've just, probably tried and put it in a sheet as of now, but then still
No
trying
problem.
to leave.
If you want to be a little bit good, I will say use draw.io.
Mm-hmm.
That is
Yeah, it does not even involve license, so it's a free software. We can
exactly.
use it.
Yes, yes. So online है, you can download it as a desktop app or you can use it. थोड़ा easy रहेगा आपके लिए.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Drawing will be clear. Okay. So if you coming to your question, what I can say, Bhuvneshwari, if you see, financial management is my portfolio. To provide that service, I have a financial capabilities. Yes, I have a set of people. I have a complete model who can provide the financial services to managing your financials. And under that, I'm using the application for financials for the supply chain, financial for accounting, and financial for the investment. Basically, this is your business model. CSDM purpose is to connect IT and business. ये तो पूरा business है ना देखो ये. And this is your IT part, that how to manage these services in the background. Infrastructure क्या रहेगा इसका, services क्या रहेंगी. That is your IT part. So CSDM is connecting IT and services together. Try to do your exercise, that homework. Then you will clear more of your doubts. ठीक है, clear now? Can you proceed further?
Yes, yes.
Good, sure. Thank you. Okay. So this is what we see here. Now let me go to the next slide. This one. So this is the relationship of parent and child. Value stream has many to many relationship with the capabilities. We are saying we are saying value stream means kind of a department. Like again, if I give example of the BT, so we have a change management as a value stream, incident management as a value stream. So many value streams has many business processes. So it is many to many relationship. Business process operationalized by the business capability. आ गया. Model financial capabilities is my business capability. My business process is provide the financial support about the investment management. So I have business process. So what we see here mainly, it is more ground level we have putting here. A little bit more clear picture I can say. Even though your APIs which we use to send the data, it related with the business service offering. क्योंकि इनका जो linking है, this one, it's send and receive. Technology management service published as offering. Deployment service I'm publishing as offering. Deployment services for APEC, deployment service for AMS, deployment service for EMEA. So every section, if you see here, still having the same color convention. And they are giving you more clear picture that how these are related. So M2M mapping, where the both arrows are going like this. M2M mapping. Generally, these arrows are contains only this part. Rest either one-sided only. So this you become parent, this become your child now. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा problematic है समझने में, but it is still easy for means when we do the exercise. So when you this visual diagrams will be ready, then you're able to see, okay, now I got my idea that how this work together.
I have a question now.
Go
When
ahead.
we try to put, the data inside these individual tables,
Mhm.
will the relationship be automatically be
Now,
done?
now you have to make it. Now to make this, we have multiple ways. Use service mapping, do the import. Either use the ETL import or either use the normal imports. But you have to do by your own. Records है ना. So example, there's a baby or there's a lady who deliver a baby in your neighborhood. ठीक है? Till the time you did not go to hospital and visit that lady, you have zero relationship with that baby, right? As soon as you enter in the hospital, you go to their cabin and you meet the parents and they say, see, dekho, uncle is here. The relationship built up. Even though you know that you are going to be uncle for that baby, but it was not defined. As soon as you entered, you got a designated relationship called uncle. So we have to build relationship. Otherwise, universal relationship to hai. For if I say for my kid, who are you guys? For me, you are a colleague, but for him or her, you are uncle or auntie. That's all. That is a universal relationship. But we have to build up in the records.
When you say you will need to import it, is there any
Yes.
way possibly we do it?
Yes. Yes. We can do it. So first you bring this data, then you bring this data by normal import sets, and then you have to go to CMDB's rel table and you have to build this relationship, this data, and import that. I remember there's a question I got in my ITSM exam that to build a relationship between server and the Windows server relationship, how many steps we need? 2, 3, 4, or 5. We need the 3 steps. First step, get the server data. Second step, get the Windows server data. Third step, get the relationship data in the Excel sheet and import it. Otherwise, socho if you're going live on a day one and you have 200 applications and 200 childs, you will go mad to prepare these things manually.
Are there any, kind of data sets available where we can
Come,
somewhere
आ रहा हूँ,
download it and probably do it?
आ रहा हूँ, मुझे रुको 2 मिनट. CMDB rel dot relationship rel type. This is CMDB rel underscore CI table. देखो ये रहा parent and child. Best way, if you want to be import anything in ServiceNow, in the ServiceNow standard, best to be go import and create Excel sheet. ये है चाइल्ड क्या है, कौन सा रिलेशनशिप चाहिए, सॉरी दिस थिंग, टाइप आपको खुद डिफाइन करना पड़ेगा. It's not coming as out of the box as a drop down value. Then you can put it. So type can be, I can say Atul type, I can say type this. This is the type. Child का नाम दे दो, parent का नाम दे दो, but child and parent record must be exist in ServiceNow. Otherwise, it will not create a relationship. Baby must be delivered. Only then the relationship of uncle will be exist. Otherwise, no. So by that way, so these are things which you do for the day one go lives. Customer says in my previous client on the day one, because I was leading the platform foundation team. On the day one, customer says, no, we want everything to be integrated. We are getting user data from AD, we are getting the CMDB data from different sources. Everything we're getting in the service now with the integration. I said, very good, very optimistic. I'm impressed. And by the down 6 months or 7 months by working that customer, multiple workshops I run, and finally they're coming or they're going live with the manual data import. This is orientation is not possible. This team is working on the API. This has the restrictions. Okay, give me data in this format. I'll put it for you in the service now. होता है. So manual imports is considered kind of day one solution, not a long run solutions. So we need to make a relationship like this. Clear, Vishal?
Yeah, sounds better.
These are the things which generally we do in the admin courses, that how to get the data import things. But my experience says, and it's my words, whenever we implement ServiceNow from the scratch for any customer, and they say that we want to be go live in next 4 months or 5 months or the 6 months or 7 months kind of things, we never talk about integrations at all. Even ServiceNow did not recommend as a maturity level or as an implementation part that you should go for the integration at the phase one. Integration is always a phase two. Or if you want to do the integration, just do the AD integration. Get your user and a group data in ServiceNow via integration. And as I said, I work in the platform foundation team. People say, oh, come on, which module you're working on? I said, I'm a BPC for the platform foundation. Because everybody depends on me. Everybody needs the data. What data? Everybody needs this data. So I'm working on these domains only. These domains just in the location, group, user, and this data I was working. And after 6 months, customer says, give me the format. I will give you the data in the manual part. And we upload it. It happens. More complicated business model you have, these issues come. Okay, so manual import is the day one solution. Okay, so these other relationship exist here. Now, if you want to go a little bit more deep dive, so it says what are the components or the tools or the features need to be used. It is more on the deep level, that under the ideation, what we have: strategic portfolio, value stream, goals, requirement, object, processes, capabilities need to be discussed, to be defined. Before a customer go for the CSDM implementation, they have the processes on the place. Otherwise not work. If you notice one thing, they are saying asset CI install base. Install base is used in the CSM, customer service management. Earlier, we are considering CSDM only for the IT specific stuff. Service catalog, product catalog, sales catalog. Let me show you CSDM 4. Then it is, you will be able to see what is the major difference coming here. ये देखो, सिर्फ request catalog item और कुछ नहीं था. But in the 5, they bring sales catalogs. B2B, B2C. I am a company, I am a IT company, and Vishal is an insurance provider. I want to buy insurance for my employee. I'll go to Vishal websites and find out, is he selling the corporate insurance or not? That is a sales catalog. And now you're using B2B model. So now CSM is not only for kind of a small IT kind of business services. It is going beyond that, going to the customer service management level. And that is when we have the BRM in the place to make the business relationship. This is what it's showing here. There you go. Order product, service ops, account, codes, sales, everything is come here now. Then, so it says your business model starting ideation till consumption is your complete business model for a specific kind of application, for a specific kind of a service. But when you have to define the architecture level, enterprise level, then we have from design to plan. Little bit we see the strategy, that what business ideas it is, but rest is there. But when we go for the technical solutioning part, then only build and service delivery work. How I will deliver services to my customers. That is my service model, delivery managers. And here, it has no relationship with this. It says, give me what I have to be sell, I will put in the portals. So in these things, we are going more deeper level now. So this give you only the tools, but it's this give you the component in that tools. That what we have to be defined. Idea does not come alone. Idea come with a goal and the goal and the back target as well. Idea come with the investment. So if you go a little bit more deeper here, let me show you. कहाँ गया? नहीं, इस पे नहीं, इसी में था. अच्छा ठीक है, यही स्लाइड था, I deleted that one. This one. So this idea become your demand project. Let me see, I have one more slide here to be discussed that. ये रहा. अब देखो. This one is the more clear. I have an idea to open a restaurant. You're using idea है उसका planning items. You're using the portfolio management, ServiceNow apps. You put that to the business that become a demand. यहाँ पर prioritization होती है. In this group, I have 14 people. 14 people give me a new idea. Can I implement all 14 in one go? No. I have to prioritize and then become a demand. Demand need a business case. Demand need a investment. Demand tell you that ROI. Then demand approved. You start enterprise level architecture, alignment, and we use enterprise architecture EA dashboards or sorry EA workspaces to see how the overall picture will be look like. You need to be invest and you will track the risk, the finances. यहाँ पर हम लोगों की एंट्री होती है. Vishal allocated to the X project, Anupam allocated to the Y project, Anushya allocated to the Z project. And this we track via PPM. Now project started. Build and integration, stories, epics, theme, code, user testing, production, deployment, SDLC. We use Agile, we use change, we use DevOps, we use test management for your building part. Transitioning. In ITIL V3, there's a dedicated book, Service Transition. Your operational level things come in the picture. Incident change problem. Define service and service offering. Who is owning what? Document processes knowledge. Create catalog items. And we use asset and knowledge management here. This is all your documentation part. Transition. Then to deliver this your idea into the actual format, we are building capability in the background. ठीक है, Atul Guru is going to be start a new portfolio. I got an idea to be start a coding services. You give me any problem statement, I will code for you. I start building a capability there. ये पूरा internal part है आपका. To only go to market with a service offering, I'm doing these things together. If I say in normal Hindi, एक चीज बेचनी तो है मार्केट में, तो इतना तामझाम क्यों कर रहे हैं? iPhone, every 6 months iPhone come and say, hey, I'm coming with the iPhone 18 Pro Max model. हाँ तो भाई बेच लेना, क्या हो गया? But to sell that, they did all the things in the background. That 18 must have this new features. That is someone put an idea. Apple take that, approve that, put the coders in the background, and they finally launch it. So consumptions provide an offering and great experience that user should go to your company portal and able to see the catalogs and order it. Then in the background, you have a request management. If I am a customer and I want to buy insurance for my customer, for my employees, I go to Vishal's company portal and able to order that, submit. I should get an email. Okay, thank you for your submission. Our sales team will contact with you. If I purchase the things from you, now I have an issue. I can track, I can raise incidents, and your agents can use service operation workspace. To provide these services, I have an infra in the background. You're doing service mapping, monitoring, event management, vulnerability. Things will be there. So now if you see that this core 1, 2, and 3 is just a core. To make these things possible, we're doing a lot of things in the background as well. That is what the CSDM 5 look like. Same story we started here. कि idea से start करेंगे. This thing. Business application hosting, platform maps, monolithic, information objects, information, AL, ML, VI, all the things we use it. Clear कुछ?
What are those information objects? I'm sorry, I think I missed out on that.
Information objects basically the attributes which we use for passing the information between two records, kind of a business application or the business capability. It's the attributes mainly.
Okay.
That's what. So, and this is the same thing which we discussed. It's giving kind of a more picture format. That who uses what is not used, all the things will be there. Means this is which we discussed is from the ServiceNow platform perspective. My capability is IT management, my application is HR, another application is change. So that's what it's be there. Many relationships are there. So we have done this. This will start on Monday. That what tables it is and how we are going to be create that records in that table. So if you say application service, if you're using the discovered one, then it is like this. But in this, we just have one field call this thing, application services. For the technical services or the business service offering, we don't have a different tables. We have one table, but we use only classification there. So if you see business service offering table, technical service offering table. The only difference is that classification has been changed. ड्रॉप डाउन चेंज कर दिया बस और कुछ नहीं है. Business service go in the service this thing.
So
Technical
I
service
would
also go.
have, so I would
Mhm.
have two records, for example, for technology management service and business service offering. If they are, you know, when they are, referenced or probably linked, I would see two records, but only the classification would be different here. For example,
नहीं.
broadband,
Good. Mhm.
broadband as a service offering, right?
Yeah.
Broadband retail, for example, as a service offering, then technology management service offering possibly would be broadband.
नहीं.
No?
Technology service technology management service offering will be deployment of that broadbands. ये technical है. It's a complete backend. I'll put one question. Now you are almost like a 16, 17 years experience, right? On the lines. If I ask you, Vishal, which path you will pick up? Do you want to go in the people management or you want to go in the technical? People say, no, no, I want to go in the technical. Then they're going in these lines. I love technical, I can't manage the people. Then they become architects, senior architect, principal architects for deployment services, hosting services, network services. Again, I'm saying this business service offering for the customers you want to say, you want to see. This is your backend part. To deploy that broadband, I have a deployments dedicated service technical team there who only work in the broadband deployments. And again, broadband deployments only at the corporate level और बाइफरकेट कर देते हैं ऑफरिंग्स को. क्लियर कुछ?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Thanks.
The issue is coming because you started in the right direction, but then you started mixing the two things together. Words, if you're interchanging, you're getting confusion. First founding principle, standard definitions in सबकी. Every has these terms has standard definitions. If you start replacing business service with the application services or application service with the business capability, you are making a mess. चिट्ठी बन जाएगी. वो हम कहते हैं रायता फैल गया. वो इसलिए फैलता है because we don't have standard definitions in our hand. And ServiceNow say whenever you're going to implement CSDM, first clear your definitions. What is the business service? Customers only. Technical service, internal. Technical teams. ठीक है जी. So Monday we'll start with this one and we'll do the personas as well. And then we'll start the domains discussion. Almost like we are going in the closing side of now. We'll pick up one domain and we'll do a little bit kind of a hands-on part. And we're going to be close these sections one by one. Clear everybody?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me stop the recording.